Once upon a time, by the bank of a calm river, lived a turtle. It was very quiet, slow, and shy by nature. The other animals in the forest often teased you take forever just to walk a little. But the turtle never got angry. It simply moved at its own pace and dreamed that one day it would. One day, a fire broke out in the forest. All the animals were terrified and started running in every direction. There was a safe place across the river, but because of the smoke, no one could figure out which way to go. Everything was dark and confusing. At that moment, the turtle stayed calm and thought, I know the way across the river well. I can guide everyone. Slowly, it stepped forward and said, Follow me. I know the safe path across the river. At first, the animals laughed. How could such a slow turtle help them in such danger? But soon, they realized they had no better choice. They trusted the turtle and started following it. Step by step, the turtle led them through the smoke and confusion. Slowly but surely, all the animals crossed the river safely and reached the safe area on the other side. After the fire was put out, everyone understood moving slowly didn't mean being weak. The turtle had saved them all with its calm mind and courage. From that day on, no one ever made fun of the turtle again. They lovingly called it Hero Turtle. Once upon a time, a rabbit lived near a small village. The rabbit was very curious and playful. It always wanted to see or learn something new. One day, the rabbit decided that it would leave the village and explore something new. The rabbit went towards the forest. Along the way, it saw many beautiful flowers and plants. But suddenly, it arrived at a huge tree where a large stone was lying. A small bird was sitting on top of the stone. The bird looked at the rabbit and said, Hello, rabbit. How did you come here? The rabbit was surprised and said, I came out of the village to see something new. What are you doing here? The bird smiled and replied, I am resting on this stone. But if you want to learn something new, follow me. I can show you a special forest where many strange and beautiful creatures live. The rabbit happily followed the bird. Together, they entered an unknown jungle. There, the rabbit saw many strange animals, like brightly colored butterflies, a creature with a long lion-like mane, and a white bat. After a while, the bird said, This is the true beauty of nature, where every creature coexists with one another. The rabbit realized that every creature in nature and every environment has its own importance. It learned an important lesson. Everything in the world is connected with each other. The rabbit returned home, but its heart was filled with the feeling of learning something new. It understood that nature and friendship are more valuable than anything else. The curious rabbit. Once upon a time, there was a small rabbit. The rabbit was very playful and curious. It always wanted to see new places. One day, the rabbit heard from its friends living in the forest about a beautiful lake deep inside the woods, which was very mysterious and completely peace. The decision to go, the rabbit decided that it would go to see the lake that day. It set off on its journey. Along the way, the rabbit passed through many trees and flowers, and sometimes it ran after some butterflies. After a while, it saw a big stone. Sitting on the stone was a sloth, moving the sloth's advice. The rabbit looked at the sloth and said, Hey, do you know where the lake is? The sloth replied slowly, Yes, I know. But remember, to reach the lake, you must overcome some obstacles. The rabbit thought for a moment and then said, I am not afraid of any obstacles. I am the challenge. The sloth remained silent for a moment and then said, First, you must cross the mountain, and then you need to cross a large river. The rabbit thought about it for a while. It knew that many challenges awaited it, but it wouldn't give up. With courage, it began to climb the river and the boat. After crossing the mountain, the rabbit saw a huge river. The river looked quite dangerous, but the rabbit didn't lose its courage. It searched for a small boat to cross the river and finally managed to get to the other side. Reaching the lake, the rabbit then realized that success is not always easy, but if one moves forward with determination and courage, any obstacle can be overcome. And so, the rabbit lived happily near the lake, spending time with its new friends.